Salute, family. We live. We live. Y'all know we do. Always pushing help wealth better understand itself, man. Shout out to everybody who a member on the channel. Appreciate y'all. All the subscribers, everybody who's been donating to the cause, to the to the policies and movements we're trying to push right now. Definitely appreciate it. Let me put that. Let everybody know we on. We're going over some political news that's going on today. Shout out to people who've been putting the content in the Discord. Don Jeter. We're gonna go over that hitting a cult. Have an entertaining one, man. That was a good one. Shout out Don Jeter, Shabazz, everybody who's been supporting the channel, Mama Lisa, all the supporters, man. B. Thomas. We appreciate y'all, man. We got some things going. Y'all know we got that meeting on Monday at 10 where we discussing some group economics. So we don't try to put too much on YouTube. Call dog was good, family. Salute, fam. Yeah, we're gonna get into some stuff today. Okay, yeah, supposed to be. But yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna go over a little bit of Bobby Hemmitt, Ronald Alexander. I appreciate you, fam. Salute to you, man. Everybody who just been subscribed to the channel just came on, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we pushing blackout shortstop, man. I appreciate y'all, bro. And random, man, chilling. It was a nice day out here at the waterfront. Okay. Yeah, I went to the little I was at the beach today too. It rained us out here in Florida, man. It could be raining in 30 seconds, man. Kind of rained us out though. But yeah, ain't nothing like that waterfront. Salute. Randall, I see you. Noah Randall. Salute. Man, we got a good one today. We're gonna get into ownership. We seen what happened to Charlemagne the God, but we're gonna speak on some Bobby Hemmitt. Checking in from Georgia. Shout out Roach 3416. Yeah, GA in the building. That's what's up, man. Yeah, we covering all across the globe on this track, man. Yeah, we out of Florida right now, but we definitely call dog out there and on the west end. Cali be holding us down, but we're gonna get it, guys, on this. We're gonna get it on this Bobby Hemmitt real quick. I wanted to show y'all what Bobby Hemmitt was talking about, man. A lot of people gonna be like, no, he ain't spilling it like this. But check out what Bobby Hemmitt was talking about, and we're gonna I want to get y'all opinion on this. Cause I'm going somewhere with this. We got Charlemagne the God just did
Farrakhan
this
is probably, hands down,
check it out.
One of the most successful and the greatest government agents that ever lived in history.
Hope y'all can hear. It's in my
head. You break that shit down. You want to hear the truth? Then you break it down. You gotta understand the policy. You gotta understand what's going on. Nobody knew who Farrakhan was. Jesse Jackson announces that he's running for president in 83, 84. He goes into the primary, and somewhere during that summer, Farrakhan does the gutter religion remark. Thus, they have a reason to air him on public TV because Farrakhan was associated with Jesse Jackson in the Chicago politics. Then we get to know who Farrakhan is, and then there's another thing about it. It costs a. So he basically saying, Bobby Hemmitt was saying that Jesse Jackson and Farrakhan was, running the same play. Check it out. It cost at that time, back in 1985, a minimum of $25,000 to rent out the Madison Square Garden. Little Big Mama. It's no who will pay you after it's over. You're not getting paid on the door. You got to rent out in advance. Months in advance, maybe years in advance, maybe about a year in advance. to get that venue, because you got to line up with basketball shows, you see what I'm saying, and different arenas. Where did he get the money if he's an unknown group struggling? Where did he get the money to start renting out Madison Square Garden? Every place that he went was big venues. He started, how do you get the money? You don't have a hit record out. You don't have no promoters and producers. You can't sell up bean pies because they're about in the newspapers, because at this particular time they're obscure. Nobody knows who they are. Even after the gutter religion remark, people didn't know who they were. How do you get money to start renting out the Madison Square Garden and all these other venues? That's a minimum of $25,000 and different things like that. You see what I'm saying? How do you get the money to do that? Now that somebody's financing you. You come to the other part. This is what I realized about other speakers. It's not a part of the government. Anybody that is not owned and operated by the government cannot get commercial air and national airtime. It's virtually impossible. It can't be done. It's controlled, and anybody that you ever see that's on national TV, they are put there, you understand what I'm saying, under the behest of the Illuminati United States government. They are allowed to be on there. I'm telling you what I know. We take things for granted. We expect that, that anybody on TV, you cannot get on national, commercial, and international airtime on the TV, not unless you're sanctioned. So my point here is, they brought him to us. He's an invention of them. He's been a government agent the whole time. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, he's on Meet the Press, 60 Minutes, Primetime Live. He's on every major network, being interviewed by the top people. You understand what I'm saying? It can't happen. They never interviewed Elijah Muhammad, and you never saw Elijah Muhammad on national shit where they got stuff. It never happened. You see what I'm saying? So my point here is, they don't give you a biography.
I'm glad you tapped in.
Farrakhan is probably, hands down, one of the most successful.
So y'all hear how Bobby Hemmitt was talking, right? And then we got Charlemagne the God just signed a $200 million deal with Netflix. So we seeing the same resemblance of anytime you get on these social media, Hollywood, I'm gonna say these Hollywood platforms, and they pay you. Yeah, it's definitely something fishy. Okay. Salute, family. So, yeah, I'm gonna get into now that Charlemagne the God is on Netflix and how they are trying to buy out a lot of people's voices. A lot of people were saying it was a good deal, but right now we in a position that where no record deals. We in the process of not wanting to take no money to have a culture control our narratives. And that's the problem. We got to have full ownership. And that's why I like what Dame Dash, I'm going to get into one of his videos, or what Dame Dash is doing over there with his network. But I like what he is pushing on as far as having total ownership. But I'm going to pull that up. And I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about that. Shout out to everybody, man, joining in the chat. I'm finna read some off what y'all got to say about this. But Charlemagne the fraud became rich by being idiot in the country full of idiots. Gotta love how being stupid can make you rich. We put Charlemagne got a stripper name. Y'all finding out the NOI was funded. Y'all finding out the NOI was funded by the dominant society. I mean, it's up to y'all to, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing y'all the information of Bobby Hemmitt, my bad. We just putting stuff out. I wouldn't say finding out. We just giving out information. I'm hearing what y'all feel about it. But it's funded. He came up with Wendy Williams. He came up under Wendy Williams. Are you talking about who came up under Wendy? Oh, Charlemagne. Yeah. Yeah, it goes deep too, man. I mean, Puzzle piece in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, puzzle piece in it. You know, you gotta have some facts, but if anything, I hold what Bobby Hemmitt say real solid. You know, we ain't got no receipts of them giving them a check, but we putting it together like to be on a public network, public television, speaking. We just don't feel like they're gonna put the right people. You know, that's just where I'm at with. You know, I ain't gonna go out and call the man and say that he been sponsored, but it ain't looking too. It's looking fishy. You know. Ainswell, what's good, family? Gearhead. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. We finna have a good one today, but yeah, we're gonna get in a little bit of Charlemagne, Jersey City, Priscilla Taylor. What's good, family? B1 reparations always. Y'all know we pushing that. Yeah, it's good to have our conversations. I'm gonna open up the chat a little bit later, man, so we can hear from the family. You do know before he became famous, he talked very reckless about us. Farrakhan. That's the motto too. That's the name of how they get there. Yeah, that's the name of how they get there. They never have an assassination threat. Name one. That's a good one too, though. Ain't nobody never, and people ain't never want to take you out like they did everybody else. Mm. Now I ain't know he was talking reckless about black people before he made it. I get, but that's if he was. That's the motto of getting next to. That's how Officer Tatum. We see that doing. We see that going on right now. That's how Charlemagne the God got up though. Like, if you down black people, it's a dude right now, bro, running up a bag talking bad about black people. He got so many white people donating to him. I was like, this is crazy. Like, you can run up a quick bag on them. They'll give you money if you talk bad about black people. Be against reparations. It's crazy, bro, to think about it like that. Bro. It's big business to talk down on black people. You're gonna get big deals, you know, you're gonna be in the industry. You're gonna be funded. But that's a good point though. But yeah, all the signs is pointing. It's like all the signs is pointing. You know, you haven't been big enough to where to be an assassination. No assassinations. Yeah, that'll be a good point. We could make that into Lala Brown. What's good, family? Let me get on this and I gotta close. I forgot to close my door. Let me pull this up real quick. All right, let's pull this up, man. Shout out my boy Introvert. Introvert. Now, what she said, and if they were down with the blacks, can we shop and participate in their businesses if we are not affiliated? No, we can't shop and participate.
Without putting your 9 to 5. Actually, yes, we're for the modern travel.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be all the fans that we built up over
First
time,
class
well, that they
citizen, what's
built up, I
good,
just got
family?
here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, no.
We on some stuff like, bro, we don't want to sign with no record label. Like signing right now in this moment, knowing that all the support you getting from your people is disrespectful, family. I'm starting to understand that. It's like, bro, if you really care and you put out right stuff for your people, we're gonna support you right now. So it's no reason to be tied into the same corporations you're talking about did you with slavery, and you going online talking about how these big companies, like some of these same companies, that slavery money that they made and all of that stuff, how they was getting money, they giving you a little piece of some money to come work with them now. It's like weird. Like you would now, and you would keep talking about these people, but you would, take deals with them, get money with them. Just a little funny to me. Salute affectionate earth. Appreciate you, family. Always tapping in. But yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. My bad.
Oh, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence, none. So now we got to find other content to do that can go on our other platforms. But it's okay because Just Hilarious got that in a bag, shorty. So make sure y'all tune into Justice Thoughts. I started doing a segment where,
and y'all already know on this channel we hold raccoons accountable, because if we don't, who will? And if you don't like it, get the stepping, because it ain't gonna stop. Check this out. Dame Dash warned Charlemagne years ago that building a voice on platforms you don't own will limit your power. He pointed out that even though Charlemagne helped make the Breakfast Club huge, the company owns the brand. Dash has always argued fame means little without ownership. Now, deals with companies like Netflix show how corporations control the platform. Make that make sense. And the whole time, Dame Dash was right. Checkmate. And every time he went to the Breakfast Club, bro, they disrespected him. They tried to play in that man's face. And all he told them was, y'all been here 20, 25 years. It's time to have your own radio show. They got mad. They didn't listen to him. Now look. See, they thought that everybody would leave YouTube, the greatest platform. They thought they would leave YouTube and go to Netflix. Charlemagne, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. How you still, in 2026, with everything our people going through, everything our people went through, how you still talking down on your own people? In 2026, how you still gossiping about your own people? But before I spaz out in this video, I told y'all Dame Dash was right the whole.
Salute to Dane Dash, man. He and he's a prime example. Like we saying, all of this fund money, when them people not funding you and you got to do everything from the ground up, this is how it's gonna look like when other people that you rock with, everybody that was ever doing business with Dane, they crossed over. It's like they started getting corporate money. So people looking at Dame because he fighting people who got corporate money right now. So it's like, of course, they gonna want to make him Dame look bad in our eyes because he's really standing on ownership business, and it should be making sense to everybody on why he's in the situation. Like I still feel like he's in a great situation. He got his American Nunu, he got that, but we looking at what's going on, and Dame has really been at war with the system, bro. They don't his kind of energy and attitude and trying to stick us on ownership, they don't want that being successful in their market. They want selling out, taking cash. Oh, you just got $200. This is what they want to be acceptable. So he's been an enemy of the higher ups, in my opinion. I want to know what y'all think about that. That's why we have to not only create but gatekeep brand. Yeah. That created a name for themselves were not good people towards FBA. Yeah. But this is why, like, this is the price you pay, bro, when you really trying to push independence to your people. You're gonna have to be settled They're gonna try to make the people who sign deals look bigger than you. It's gonna be a war against you, bro, because they're making money off of black people. It's like trying to get the slave. It's like trying to tell slaves not to be slaves no more. Like that's what this is with not telling people to sign big contract record deals, big company deals, only stick with, and keeping it with us so it could be genuine. It's like having people not be slaves, and they're gonna be like, "Nah, man, we need them on the plantation. This is what we fighting against." What y'all think? I just want let me let my dog ride.
Time, but it's too late for them. Run a tape.
And I actually offered iHeart Radio the same deal that Netflix offered 2 years ago, and I can show it to you. I know the CEO. That's why I also knew that they might be going bankrupt. But of course, the future of the industry is podcasting, because what's happened now is black people like AM radio. We never knew we like listening to people talk so much. And the visual podcast is an audio experience. It's not a video experience. But yes, the voice of our culture needs to be heard, and we do have the attention span to listen. And of course, the world is going to change, but I saw it change. What I don't understand is how do they get paid if it's through the subscription? Are there going to be commercials? Is it going to be programmatic? So when you watch a podcast, because usually a podcast, it gets paid based on engagement, and that's where the CPMs come in. So I'm curious to know exactly what that means. But what you do notice, because you saw Charlemagne all of a sudden got that deal. Can you name someone that I have problems with that's not like corporately backed? It seems like as soon as someone's beefing with me, they get a 200. So think about it, 50. As soon as Fredo, Cameron got with the corporate, he starts beefing. Before it was Jay, I think.
Y'all understand how this go? Like they have to discredit this man. When you sign that money, you gotta go against, black ownership. They ain't finna let you, you getting this money with stipulations. You're at war with the people that, are pushing black ownership. That's what we coming to realize. Illegal thievery. Right, bro. That's why we gotta stand with guys like Dame. We gotta support his stuff. We gotta know, we gotta realize right now who to support and who not to support. We're not supporting people signing big deals, bro, and you having them people. We ain't doing that no more, family. That's a definitely slap in the face when you go do that. And people gonna control what you say, how you say it, the narrative. We don't need that. We don't need them. We don't need them pushing. Cause sometimes it ain't even about the money no more. They got the money. It's just trying to hold back our liberation. I be feeling like it has nothing to do with like they just trying to buy something and make sure people ain't talking. They automatically compromise. Right. Automatic, man. So Dame is somebody I feel like we gotta start supporting because he been pushing this, bro, trying to get us to do this, have your own ownership, corner markets. We can't let none of these other dudes be coming in and trying to tell us to control our position, trying to tell us to sign deals with big money, go get the money. Like, nah, we ain't on that.
All of them. And I just think it's a humiliation ritual. Stop. It's a humiliation ritual that if you're going to get empowered by them, you got to go at me. And can you imagine if I ever was corporately told what to do, the trophy that would be for them? Y'all would never want to see them dangle me like a trophy. But the thing about what I didn't like,
y'all understand what he's saying, bro? This is why I say this is deep. This Operation Shortstop Blackout is very deep, bro. Cause it's all about the influence. Till to you, much love to everybody in the chat. It's all about the influence right now. And when you control the influence, that's how they want you to make decisions on the people they put at the top. That's why we got a Jay-Z, who they want to march up, this billionaire and have all this money. But they want to push him to be somebody that takes deals, works with the NFL, talks for them people. you know, go to bat for them. This is what they want. You know, it's kind of like marketing people to go to college. It's like you're trying to get them to veer in your direction. Sorry, I can't take Dan serious. All I can think about is the coming out on that video. Yeah, let me let him
It's
go.
misleading about the Charlemagne situation. It's called black. What's it called? Black effect. Black effect, but it's owned by white people. So what usually happens? You use someone black to go get all the talent from all the black people, allegedly. Yeah. It's powered by somebody white. They get all the data. And that's the reason why he's the face for them to go get all of our culture. And that's what I see, and I knew it.
And you already know what I say. Make that make sense. Look, I need y'all to go back and watch that old interview on the Breakfast Club with Dame Dash. It's about 10, 11 years old. Go back and watch it, man. He was warning them the whole time, but they didn't listen, bro. Their ego. See, with Dame Dash going back to the Breakfast Club, it's like him going back to the plantation. He a runaway slave going back to the plantation to tell them, come on, come on. But they didn't listen, bro. They love the Breakfast Club. They love the plantation. Look, in our generation, back in the day, it probably worked. But in our generation, what's the point of working for these companies for 20, 25 years, 30 years? And all they can do is sell off the company. All they can do is tell you laid off. They can tell you, oh, you're not getting no retirement money. You're not getting no 401k. You ain't getting nothing. You getting no pension, bro. These companies can do that. And Dame Dash tried to warn them, bro. What's the point of having millions of dollars when you have to talk down on your own people to get it? What's the point of having millions of dollars when you have to hurt your own people? What's the point of having millions of dollars when you have to sell out your own people to get it? I can go on and on. Charlemagne the raccoon, you big dummy.
And Charlemagne was compromised before this. He was saying and talking down on black people. You know, he wanted us. He tried to act like a. He was definitely like a Democrat shield. He wasn't trying to be out there, but he was definitely a Democrat shield. See, once these people get into fame, they understand where the money at. They understand where the money at. Yeah, man. Shout out to him. Salute YNG. Said we should try to start an FBA green book again for travel, business, banking. Make it like a membership since we have such a great spending power dynamic. Big facts, man. Big facts. I appreciate you, bro. You need to we need to bring that up in the in our Freedman economics. I'll chat. I don't know if you in our Discord. But yeah, man, we appreciate that support. We definitely trying to push on us having our ownership. And ain't no need for us being. We seen what just happened to Mr. Tenderism. Extra, extra. What's good, family? Yeah, but I like that green FBA green book. Yeah, but we definitely got a list coming for everybody to where to shop in their local area. We want to make sure we get the businesses going like that. You wonder how a lot of our past greats all of a sudden became broke after they passed on? I just found it strange that they broke with no generational wealth in all cases. Yeah, because them people got the wealth, you know. It's like our baseball leagues was way better and they wanted us to integrate.
The host of the Breakfast Club had no say in a Netflix deal because the company owns the show, not the employees. In corporate media, the owner controls where the content goes and how it's distributed.
Was good.
That means the talent who built the audience can't stop those decisions. Make that make sense. And look, I don't care nobody say, bro. It gets to a point where these celebrities, they don't even care about money. They don't care about material stuff. They care about clout. They care about attention. Tell me I'm lying. See, the Breakfast Club, they are cooked on YouTube, and YouTube is king. They know that. But when you sell out to massa, bro, you don't even own the rights to your own goddamn name. Damn. So what's the point of making all that money and you are controlled? Charlotte, I really need you to answer this question for me.
Charlotte.
What's the point of making millions of dollars and they control you? Don't worry, I got.
He called him Charlotte. Salute, man. Salute, fam. Neat. So Swan, salute, family. Everybody in the bit. Everybody in the building tonight. My dog acting like he want to break through it. Come in here. Salute, TYB. Hey, he called him Charlotte, fam. I'm finna play it. That's crazy. We gonna start calling you Charlotte for real.
Time, I can wait. I need an answer though. I need an answer.
Shut up, my boy, man. Introvert, man. He up top. I got, yeah, man. We in the building. That's his new nickname. Levon, what's good, family?
Imagine being able to reach 15 million views on the first video of a new YouTube channel. You start at 0 subscribers. Imagine that video attracts 5 million views in its first.
I don't know. Introvert had that strawberry lemonade, man. I should have pulled me a cup, man. I'm tripping. Yeah, we're gonna start calling him Charlotte, man. Hey, what you call a willing slave said. For real, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Let's let my boy ride, man.
Yeah, all right. What comes with that $200 million? Oh, you can't say what you want to say? Oh, they control your own voice? They control your voice. And to make that money, you got to talk down on your own people. Boy, these raccoons are cooked. After Rockefeller.
It's over for the this is not a good time, bro. It's not that. And that's why I probably feel like he like, yeah, I gotta sell right now because this ain't a good time for me to even be on there. Like, we exposing people. Your talking points are telling us where you lie at. So it's like you can't hide nowadays. So I feel him on that. This is the bad time to be on the we coming together now. It's just not a good time to be a coon.
Collapsed. Much of the industry distanced itself from Dame Dash. His constant push for ownership and open criticism of major labels made corporate partners unwilling to work with him. As the industry moved toward tighter corporate control, make sense. And y'all don't find it ironic, man, how every time a Black American celebrity, every time they speak up against this racist system, they either get murdered or they get blackballed. Tell me I'm lying. See, Dame Dash, he wasn't afraid to confront these record labels. He wasn't afraid to confront these racist people, bro. But everybody else was, man. See, they'll take disrespect to make some money. They'll talk down their own people just to make some money. But in my comment section, I have a question for y'all. When has Charlemagne the Raccoon and DJ Envy ever spoke up about some real shit? No, I really need y'all to answer that in my comment section. When has Charlemagne the Raccoon and DJ Envy ever spoke up about some real shit? And don't worry, again, I got time. I can wait.
They never speak up. We know they don't never speak up. They try to bring these people on the shows, but we know it's all, right now we really trying to talk about ownership, bro. We're trying to talk about being in these industries. There's no way we shouldn't be trying to get in these industries. We got 2.1 trillion. Why? Like, how can y'all understand the system, y'all in the media, and not want to present this on the air and telling y'all, we need to be in these industries? It's like, how can you get in the industry, bro, and not tell your people that? You gotta not care about them, in my opinion. You know the money. You know how much money is in these.
I need an answer in my comment section. I need an answer, bro. So when was the last time they spoke on some real shit?
They ain't gonna never speak on it.
Nothing? Yeah, all right, never, bro. You don't see them on a Breakfast Club every single day talking about those Epstein files. Like they talked about P. Diddy. Like they talked about R. Kelly. Like they talked about Bill Cosby every single day, bro. You don't see them talking about the Epstein files. You don't see them talking about the war. You don't see them talking about black women going to these hospitals getting murdered by these doctors, bro, while in labor. You don't see them talking about black men still to this day, bro, getting murdered by cops, bro, to this day, bro, every single day. They're not talking about that. They finding black men in the woods, bro, with ropes tied around them. They not talking about this kind of stuff, bro, but they can sit there all day, bro. Everybody over 40 and they gossiping about their own goddamn people. Boy, the game is cold. And look, y'all already know before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Look, I'm glad the Breakfast Club is off YouTube, bro. They was outdated anyway, man. And we damn sure ain't going to no Netflix to listen to a podcast, bro.
They was Democrat shields, bro. It was Democrat shield, the same play, you know, talk bad on black people. You sell your soul for fame. Only the Most High can save you. Yeah, that's it, fam. But now we seeing like Dame Dash was, you know, Dame Dash was right. Dame Dash was right. And he doing his thing. He got his own American new little network, you know, but he got ownership. You know, sometimes that's the best part, bro. You're not gonna get into these people. You actually going to war with these people. And it ain't no dealing with them. It's like you can't deal with them and be for black liberation. And it don't make sense. Check this out. Let me pull this up for y'all. It'll never make sense. But shout out to my bro, man. Always holding it down. But yeah, check this out. I want to play this video for y'all. On what's going on. Play some viral, some content.
I just want to say thank
Nah, this ain't it. Hold on, y'all, fam. One second, I'm trying to get this for y'all. It is can't, let's do it.
Black people have been pulling themselves up. Black Americans have towns that have been burned up because a white woman said she got raped.
Yep.
You got Lanier, the town of Lanier, which is there's 7 black towns that are drowned underwater.
And it's scary because people be dying at Lake Lanier all the time.
They die from spirits dragging them.
Scary, yeah.
So they have flooded black neighborhoods with rivers. They have Seneca Village. It used to. Now it's Central Park in New York.
The 10 freeway. The 10 freeway right here used to be West Adams, filled with the most important black folk in America.
They build freeways through black neighborhoods. They put black people on toxic dumps. You got the Dulles Airport. That was a black town. DC, that was a black town. So black people have built their own. They had their banks. They had their hospitals. The white people came and burned them up. So black people have been working hard all the time. They just come and they get up.
But again, the narrative wins. The narrative that black people, even when you give all those data points, the narrative of the lazy black American still exists. But remember, it's not just a narrative. We have to talk about the fact that all of these images are being sent out deliberately to maintain that narrative.
That's right.
When I work overseas and I turn to whatever American station is on the TV there and I see what movies are they showing over here, what images of Black America are being exported to Eastern Europe? And I've been on every continent in the world except Antarctica, and every time I'm there, I do an assessment of what images are being exported, and they're consistently images of Black criminality, Black clowns, Black laziness, and so it makes sense that if your first experience with Black Americans are criminals and clowns.
Yeah, we need that media. It's so very important because and everything's turning digital. So it's like we need that digital media to be combating the narrative that they pushing. People should be able to find easily and clearly, you know, how we feel and how we voice news and everything, instead of them being bombarded with, you know, the white supremacist narrative all the time. That's all they're gonna be bombarded with. And it's gonna be two different ones, the liberals or the Republicans.
Of course you're gonna frown on them.
And that's gonna spread throughout. And this is why even Eddie Murphy talked about this with Boomerang.
Yes,
you know, it was very, very difficult for people to go, wait, this is a whole world where you don't have any white people in this movie.
Not even the office manager?
And where's the white guy?
Yeah, right. And so, but not even that, like just, you know, you're looking at a bunch of successful Black people, and they interact, and it was like, that was weird.
That's why I went to an HBCU. It was 4 years without racism.
Damn.
The only 4 years in my life I was able to live without racism was at Hampton University in Virginia in the 90s.
Damn.
The only 4 years in my life that I got to live without racism.
My sister had a similar you know, experience in saying too, because she went to Bennett College in Greensboro, North Carolina. And so, you know, and you talk about the impact and what that means and how that, like, it's the first time you start to see things and your eyes become open. You know what I mean?
It means something. It means something to see that type of thriving. And, you know, there were people whose parents were judges and mayors of small towns and lawyers and medical directors. And here I am coming from Buffalo, New York, which is also a very Black segregated town. Buffalo's like 38% Black. Rick James. It was one of the last stops on the Underground Railroad. And so when you come from this under-resourced community and you land at this elite Black college and you are now surrounded by Blackness that's not your Blackness,
right?
It forces you to think about it. But what happened was I got to think about my Blackness without the valence of white supremacy.
So y'all see what he said? Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Salute first class citizen. My life been an exchange. Okay. I know, did I miss you? You came in the chat? Okay, you just jumped in. Yeah, man, the new Black media shot, the Ainswell, man. This is the new Black media. This definitely is, man. This definitely is. And maybe that Charlemagne was probably like a promotion, like, hey, give a Black man some money and put him on. So, you know, we want to get him so we can control the narrative. It's like having rappers sign over their masters. It's like we see this all the time, and it's lame to us now, you know. It's definitely lame. But want us to I got this video, man. I want us to check out this dude who was talking some good information. I'm gonna open up the chat too, but check this out. Let me see what they're saying in the chat. Look. Now they need to be deported. This was a good conversation. Was not had in good faith. I don't like them. Godfrey's undercover tether. Listen too closely, and he'll tell on himself. Now they need to be deported. Park. Now is the time for us FBA to stand on business, because if we don't, we're gonna be crammed in with everyone else who has melanated skin. For real, for real. No, for FBA are delineating now. So now all of these pretend friends are getting their wake up call. Salute. I'm with you on that. FBA Justice, what's good? Park Boy, what's good, family? Yeah, a lot of them getting their wake up call. I can see that. I can see that. And it's definitely going down.
Okay, so
my bad. Not the tenderism, but I got the lady that's speaking on business here. Let me get her, or the brother here. Let's go.
All right, now. Sometimes I get messages saying, Mike, you know, what's some tips on doing this? What's your secret? What trick did you use this year for this plan to be successful? And just a moment of honesty for everybody. 80% of the time I'm out here and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting seeds in the dirt, putting plants in the dirt, and I'm figuring. And that's the biggest tip I can give you, to just keep pushing and keep figuring. You can get advice from this person. You can get advice from that person. You can Google stuff. You can do research. You can even get scientific. But I've never done a soil sample on any of my fields. That's not to say a soil sample wouldn't help me, but I'm just figuring. You know, I take advice from everybody that I can get advice from. I take tips from everybody I can get tips from. But I don't do it exactly the way they say do it. I always find my own way of doing it. And I think that's the biggest thing when you are growing plants is you got to figure out your soil. You got to figure out your plants, because my soil is not the same as yours. My environment is not the same. The weather is not the same. You don't get as much rain.
Family.
Maybe a field a mile up there that gets more rain than my field right here at home. So everything is a little different. You know, you may get your plants from a nursery.
I appreciate that.
How they started, those plants will be different than how my plants were started. So the best tip that I can give you is keep trying, keep figuring, don't stop. If you're a beginner gardener, buy a plant. This is my best advice for beginner gardeners. Go to Lowe's, you work your local nursery or Walmart, get a plant, put it in the pot, add you some fertilizer, some dirt, and watch it die. You know, and if you literally watch it die, maybe growing plants is not for you. But you're gonna figure something. And if it doesn't work this year, you'll try something new next year. So it's a constant thing of just figuring, you know. It's the best tips I can give you. Keep playing.
And that's what we at with it, y'all. We gotta that's with anything with economics and things, we gotta be figuring it out. We can't feel like we got it all figured out. But we gotta move forward. Like we gotta make moves. So yeah, we gotta make moves, you know what I'm saying? We could teach each other all day, but the people that's active and really doing it and they're gonna figure it out, that's the people that's gonna end up being the smartest, because they're gonna be going through it. You know what I'm saying? As you and learning. That kind of experience, knowledge is worth more than anything. Didn't we discuss blue pill and 19 keys, disrespect towards that real? Disrespect towards FBA? No, man, I ain't know that. No. I mean, I thought 19 Keys was from Oakland. I have too many plants. Shout out to TYB and Call Dog. Yeah, it's time to stop talking and talk and put those dollars to work. To put those dollars walking. For real. 2.1 trillion. You know? The saying that we would have probably spent with these, you know, these other cultures. We're probably going to either spend that with other cultures or grow it for ourselves. We got to use that money, family. Then we got to use more of our money to be in our own, so we got our own economy. But salute to the black farmers, man, that's figuring it out. Salute to everybody that's out here figuring it out and just going through the steps. You know, it's a lot of people that say they know, do it this way, but nothing better than going through it And that's what we got to do, man. We got to really go through it, and that's just gonna make a whole better difference. But it's definitely war going on, but we still gotta. I did a video and I stated that what should we be doing during this war that's going on? Are we supposed to be coming together? Yeah, man. I mean, from what 19 Keys said, yeah, 19 Keys and a few others is out of here. Dang, for real? Yeah, speak it to existence and put motion to work. Yeah, that's how you gotta, work in faith. But we gotta start putting it to it. What a little bit mama said. Hey man, look. If it's true about it, if you that person, you that person, man. I can't, What's up with 19 Keys? What he said? I don't know, man. That's what they Ainswell said that man he talked down on FBA. I did, yeah. I thought 19 Keys was from I thought he was Black Liberation. From Oakland. FBA salute to you, young man, for speaking truth to power. Salute, Cozy Hub. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all gotta send me that, man. That's crazy. Not that boy 19. But hey, I'm never gonna be surprised, family. I ain't gonna be surprised. I understand it's the money game, but let's get into some FBA news. I want to show y'all. I can't find it there, but dang, you gotta send me that though, Answell, man. That's top of the news right there, fam. That's like top of the news. Let me see what you got. I'm ready to pull it up. Shout out Don Jeter, bro. I'm gonna pull up that video you had too. I will say his vibe is off to me. Just how I feel, nothing concrete. 19 talking real agency. Be right back. Okay. Dang. I mean, I don't be watching a brother like that, but I just be seeing them talk here or there. Like I don't got enough. I can't catch everything people be saying. So, they only put stuff on, but 19 Keys never came off as authentic. I've met dudes like him. I see right through him. Dang, y'all be telling me I don't be knowing what's going on. Maybe I haven't seen enough, but I didn't. I don't, I just be seeing little clips, fam. And if you seeing people little clips, you can clip up anything and sound like you official, bro. If you hearing little 20-second, 30-second clips. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind our people calling out our people for the wrongdoing. But I look at them sideways when they don't report on, yeah, for real. I agree. Yeah, I agree, man. Like you gotta be calling out them people too. But we on definitely trying to build our own, and that ownership is what's important to us. Let me put what with my boy Jeter. Let me make sure that's on. Okay. Wait, he not FBA. He's supposed to be from the Bay. No, I think he seems like he is. Seems like he FBA. He from Oakland. Talking that black liberation. But shout out to Don Jeter, man. He put a video in the group. I'm gonna check out some of the stuff that y'all put in there. And we're gonna go over that. But dang, you just sent it too. You weren't playing. You weren't playing. Y'all want me to play that? Blue pill and tether 19 kids are up. Tried to frame FBA as a group with the leader.
They're in Africa. Yeah.
Maybe he's Pan-African. He may be FBA but gives off trader vibes. Yeah, you could be FBA. I haven't watched that much of them, but Ainsworth did send me a brother who was standing on the FBA that was calling him out. It was 52 minutes though. But you could probably start it from around the 5-minute mark. Let me pour that up for you. What's the name is? No more FBA though. He might have a business in Africa. Don't want nobody to mess up the paper. Dang. It's doing a number on him. All right, y'all. We finna put about 5 minutes of this real quick. Shout out. I think I seen this brother in our chat before. FBA Revolt. Am I mistaken? Y'all seen him in the chat before? Could have sworn I always seen an FBA Revolt. Be a lot of FBA 19 keys. All right, let's see what we hold it up. All right, I'm finna play this. But y'all seem really strong on them. So I mean, y'all, it must be some real. Let me check this out. Let me put this over. I'm finna play this a little bit, y'all, so we can see what's good with your boy 19 Key. Then we got some ritual stuff, man. We're gonna go over. Yeah, cause I mean, anytime I see any of our brothers out and I just seeing clips, I'm already, but I gotta be able to understand people in the full now, cause they go down. But check this out.
You know, they put too much filters on things they say to try to make themselves seem more than what they are. But let's get into it, family. Fair use.
And I rock with some of the foundational Black American movement. But
you came in there wrong from the get-go. You rock with some of the foundational Black American movement. And that's a typical talking point that he's putting out there, 19 Keys. And, you know, I rock with Brother Tariq Nasheed. So hopefully, he be mindful with this guy that, he ain't what he seems to be, because I think he's in the new Hidden Colors movie, so
I'm not familiar with
I believe he's out. But let's continue.
You gotta understand, and this is what you all are missing, because y'all act like y'all got a problem with Africans, and this is crazy.
We don't act like we got a problem with nobody, These Africans come over here with a lot of anti-FBA views on things, and we just getting some straightening done. We can't go over to their homeland and get in political office and undermine their people, say they don't need no reparations, and work in opposition to them. They'll stone us to death.
Sabotage,
you know what I mean? But let's continue.
People seem to be very jealous.
Right? Y'all act like that's your enemy, and it's not.
And 19 Keys is clicked in with Earn Your Leisure, and Earn Your Leisure don't stand for reparations. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later in the broadcast.
At all. It's only a distraction. It's the way the devil wants you to move. That's not at all.
So tethers, ain't our opposition. You know what I mean? Yeah, the hell they are. He said, that's something that the devil put out there. So the white man just made them, come over here and, get on the internet and, call for threats and harm to be done for foundational Black Americans, and say that we don't need no reparations, call us ladies of college. I guess the white man made them, do all of that. And, them days is gone where we, let them off the hook, saying, oh, well, they just was told that from the white man. Them days is gone. You know what I mean? We holding the white supremacists accountable and the tether class. Nobody gets any passes no more. Foundational Black Americans are standing on lineage business, and that's what the hell it is from here on out.
Because what you also gonna miss out is the opportunity to do business, right? It's a very simple, logical thing. All of the resources are in Africa.
And if all of the resources are in Africa, why the hell like the tethers come and stand over there, and getting the resources? That's their homeland. Work to make it better, get the resources, and lift your country up. It shouldn't be contingent upon whether FBAs is going over there or not. We got our own stuff to focus on. We want to build up our communities. We want to build businesses and put FBA.
See, y'all, I just did the video and told y'all how America has almost 50% of the water. All right, it's like they talk about resources, but on this channel, we explaining the resources we got, the things that we got, the advantage of why we got here. Nobody talks about that. They don't know about the minerals that's here. It is pushing the rhetoric like we're trying to open people up to this land and the blessings that's on this land. The greatness that's on this land. And if you're not saying that, it fits the commercial narrative of back to Africa theory. Yeah, I agree. My life been an experience. I appreciate you, family. Also, you seen the video that this is Asian-y stuff. Yeah, definitely Asian. And is definitely, I agree with you. And he's a smart guy. So I know you got enough common sense. You from Oakland, from the streets. You could be misinformed, but I can't say brother misinformed. Brother be seeming like he, you know what I'm saying? Y'all rules was good, family. In the building. The map has been flip-flopped. This may be the real motherland. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. So he want us to believe that it's so much resource. And now we never talked about never doing no business with our people over there in Africa. We never said nothing like, we never talk like that. We just talking about the undermining. We even talk about coons in this country. So it don't matter who you is. We not talking about like the whole Africa in complete. Like we don't talk about people in general. We're talking about the people that undermine us, that they use. Because they use FBA too. So if you gonna make this seem like we don't like we love ourselves, we like our lineage, we call them out. We should be able to call out brothers no matter, it don't matter. Africa, Caribbean, we should be able to call them out without y'all talking about, oh man, you talking bad about somebody from the Caribbean. No, man, we can't have that. Mama Lisa, salute, I appreciate you. Mama's here but can't stay. Shout out Water, chat in the mod. Okay, Mama Lisa. We here. There's no maybe about it, sis. Everything started here first. Levon. Yeah, you gotta speak on how rich this land is, bro. This is the land of milk and honey, they say. This is what we pushing, man, on the channel. We not finna be like acting like our country, like this whole nother land, that's not even, that's, younger than our land that we own. This land been around longer. It don't make sense for us to be throwing all the good, like they got all the resources there. Nah, fam. We got all the resources here because it starts with water. We got more water, you know. It starts with the water. It starts with a lot, but definitely Africa is the water is not fruitful there for for too much life. This land, this land has the same resources here, just like any other country. We just use it up other countries' resources rather than ours. Right. But we don't want to hear that like we ain't got no resources over here. That's what people like. Why would you undermine our resources here? Why won't we focus on like how big of a resourceful land this is? Because we already know African America is flip-flop. So they're probably talking about America when they talk about
brothers and sisters in there to where though we could look out for the lineage first and foremost.
They're not in America. You can think about your ego can take you wherever you want to. Your ego is not the resource to build a nation. Your ego is not the resource that's going to change reality. No, you actually need resources and you need allies from all across.
We don't need no damn allies. Foundational Black Americans, when our lineage is on cold, we can get things done more so than having a million allies. Ain't no sense of having allies if you just carrying around dead weight. You know what I mean? That's like, you trying to, put out work for yourself and someone else's work. It's going to make your work harder because you got to carry their workload as well. So damn that, we don't need no allies. Foundational Black Americans is all we got, all we need. When we was going through slavery, injustice, and oppression, no one came to help us out. So we don't, need any of these other groups. You know what I mean? And it's by far time we look out for our own lineage and, things like that first and foremost. So where though they want to, we ain't going to be pulled in 100 different directions.
And them people control all their resources over there. It's not like, y'all, Israel is over there. European is like they over there heavy, bro. You got a lot more coons. This is just my opinion. You gonna have to deal with a lot more coonish mentality over there than you would have over here. Like you gotta indoctrinate our people, but still they got enough common sense. You gonna have more people that's ready to stand on business here. But I believe in Africa, you're gonna have more. Their mindset is just gonna be not there, family. Have you seen a map of Africa? More than half of the continent is a desert. Exactly, 9% fresh water. So there's no way. Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. I've been looking at his work too, bro. He's been doing some stuff. For real, for real. We got to shout out to him. FBA, I forget his name, FBA. Never cared for Breakfast Club, Democrat shields. Yeah, the Breakfast Club ain't, they the Democrat shields. And now we seeing that Farrakhan, I just showed y'all the video of Farrakhan. A lot of our black leaders, somebody should have been talking about the stuff we trying to move. And now we figuring out why they not talking about it, why they probably wasn't talking about it. How about China alone? Shucks. China, East India, European, all in Africa. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy, fam. Like, us, that may be kind of like us signing deals. You know what I'm saying? These people got that thing on lock over there. I think FBA never was slaves, just prisoners of war. Okay. Yeah, shout out to bro, man, for this video. But I want to show y'all Don G to put in that yeah, man, but shout out for this brother for putting that out. Salute, my life's been exchanged for yours. That's man. Trump had them digging in West Texas, and they found all the rare minerals we needed. Negate Africa's baggage that we need them for cell phone. Yeah, they bring up all of this stuff like it's all lies, fam. Our former so-called black leaders all got a bag to keep quiet about whom we really are and the moves that we could be making. Like, think about it. We know what happened to okay. Yeah, my cousin just made it back home. Told me to text me when he get home, man. Make sure you made it safe. Yeah, but fam, y'all remember when what's the Suge Knight? It was Dame Dash, Jay Prince, and it was somebody else. They wanted to make a distribution. Our brothers ain't slow. They've been on this and talking about this too, and they said it got sabotaged. So all I'm saying is, Nation of Islam been compromised. They study work with Scientology. Yeah, like this is a fact. They tried to have Irv Gotti, yeah, and they sabotaged it. So how many times you think, man, how many times you think some brothers sat down to the table and was talking about something, putting something together, and one of these agents, because that's what they say, that they're just here to spy. We got black people as agents and they're here to spy. So when they hear one of us talking and we like, okay, bro, we got this idea, they send it to the higher up people and then they come back and, try to destroy you. That's what they said, like Jay-Z them is. Like when you get that corporate money, your job is to go to war with, another Renaissance, another Harlem Renaissance or something that's like total independent with ownership. You know why it's full of tellers. Yeah, definitely full of tellers. Let me pull this up or what. Shout out that brother. Shout out to the brother. Let me get that. Don Jeter, man. For getting this. But the guys in the chat were saying that this was dope. A good experience. So this is how they do. This is how they do the snitch. I mean, the people that cross over. So yeah, y'all, they not there just to get money. They there to get money and stop any progress. For real, for real. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit too, man, because the making of a sellout. Y'all know we got that meeting tomorrow, man, where we standing on some economic business. Yeah, we gotta watch out for the spies. They out here trying to destroy black liberation and then act like they supporting it. That's the wild part. And y'all notice that it's been more, they've been putting on a lot more black women we seeing with Kamala Harris, Fannie Willis. And check out what this lady said she been checking out. Check this out.
Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video. This is part 2 for pyramid induction. All right, we're going to jump right back into it. So guys, in this video, we will be talking about the pyramid induction ceremony that is done for those who are candidates who got there. Yes, you can come and be online. And this is the ceremony that takes place for you to become a pledgee. So you are not yet initiated as a doted yet. There are multiple rites and passages that go through these sororities and fraternities. They make you do a ceremony and a ritual just to become a part of the pledge class. Like this stuff is demonic. So we're going to finish where we left off, okay? So I'm going to put it right here on the screen. You guys read along. So this is excerpts from the pyramid induction, and we are just exposing the ceremony. It's demonic, guys. So the president says, you may be seated. The leader of the Minerva circle goes out to the place where the candidates are gathered and brings them into this assembly. So while the leader of the Minerva circle is gathering the candidates, the sergeant at arms lights a candle from the torch of wisdom. Listen to this. She walks past each row and lights the candle of the first soror in the row. Sorors with pin lights will turn on their lights, because whether you have an actual candle or you have a pin light, you are still simulating a candle being lit and turning it on when the torch of wisdom, which is Minerva, the goddess of wisdom, the spirit of her coming into the atmosphere. When all candles or pin lights are lit, the sergeant at arms opens the door. The leader of the Minerva circle leads the candidates to their seats. So all of these deltas that are sitting there waiting for the candidates, because they're called candidates, they're not yet pyramids and pledges yet because they haven't been inducted. They walk in to see all of these deltas who just lit all of their candles, got all their candles lit from that one torch of wisdom flame that's on the ceremonial table, standing there like witches with all these lit candles. And they walk in to a room with just folks standing there with white robes on, red robes on, and black suits. It's demonic. Lord. Then she goes to her position, right?
FBA justice.
And on the left side of the president. Then the president goes, members of the Minerva circle, please come forward. And so the members of the Minerva circle, like I told you, are members that are a part of the chapter that are already sorority members that are going to be leading the pledges. Okay, they're going to be leading the pledges through their pledge process. So the members of the Minerva circle come forward.
Yeah, a wedding is a ritual, but also that number 9, you know, they want it on that 9th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's on that 9th finger. So 9, and you know, in the woman's womb, the baby stays in there 9 months. It's just a lot that understanding in these numbers that we don't know, but it's ritual things.
The members of the Minerva circle process in the room and continue facing the ceremonial table. So they come up in a processional form, and then they come and stand in front of the ceremonial table. The president goes, soror blank, leader of the Minerva circle and members of the Minerva circle, and they all name each member that are part of the Minerva circle. Yours is the daily planning and administrative responsibility for orienting the candidates to the history, ideals, program, structure, and business of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Please face the audience and describe your duties. Remember when we talked about this in the last video, and we described the Minerva circle of identity and what they're called to do while they are led by the goddess of wisdom, which is Minerva.
See, in all of these rituals, y'all, it takes us away from what we did. Like, look, think about this. This is a direct attack on the things that we used to do, our people used to do, which was probably opposite, which would be for our betterment. So now we're doing things that they know the opposite of what we probably was doing that was successful, and we're doing a counter to that. This info has been for years. Yeah. Even with, just like you said, a wedding is definitely a ritual, man. Birthdays. It's crazy, but I ain't gonna say it's a bad thing. It's probably was something we just got to get to know what our culture was doing, like what our people were doing. It's hard to be doing the same thing that the people who are against you, like believing it, like having the same religion, doing the same rituals. At some point, we gotta wake up and be like, bro, we have our own identity and own things that we were doing. This may be a counteract to what we were doing. I hope y'all understand that. It's like it gotta make sense. If we got the same rituals as people that we know that, you know, on the other side, and they're doing that, something got to give, right? But I feel you, Levon. You like, is wedding a bad thing? It just seems so good, though, right? It's like they sell it so good, and they sell it to be so amazing that it's crazy.
All this, we don't serve false deities. This is literally what you call a witchcraft ceremony. This is what you will call when you go in to basically worship at the temple of one of these false gods. This is the type of stuff that they would do. The leader of the Minerva circle goes, I am the leader of the Minerva circle. It is my responsibility to coordinate the activities of the Minerva circle and lead us in fulfilling our sacred trust. Okay, remember the sacred trust was membership into Delta Sigma Theta, like bringing new members into Delta Sigma Theta is the sacred trust. I must make sure that the candidates' orientation activities are conducted in the spirit of sisterhood. and are consistent with the standards and guidelines prescribed by the Grand Chapter, because every single Delta chapter and every Delta has a national process, which is the Grand Chapter. That's the national headquarters. All Deltas do this, you guys, and it has to be in alignment with how they do it at the Grand Chapter. Like, that was my experience. Yes, it was, sis. You may not remember because they was doing witchcraft, and that probably snatched your memory. This was your experiences. It's all right here. It's right there. And so also with the LMC, with that being the main thing, they have to designate this position. That's why it's a position of high honor to be an LMC, which is the leader of Minerva Circle, because you are carrying.
So think about this. This lady is telling us that these organizations, these groups that's throwing up these Greek signs is demonic and is controlled and it's all it is. You mean to tell me this, if they would go this far with this group in doing that, I think all of that has control in it, because it just adds up. In my opinion, I want to know what y'all think about it. They wouldn't just have this sophisticated thing for just this group. It's probably a system for a little bit of everything. Just like I told y'all, how somebody was in the chat was like, yeah, they do that same test, the personality test, for people who go into the military to see the best spot where to fit you, all of that kind of stuff.
Got the duties of that deity. It wants more members. It needs more people to come in and worship and sacrifice to this deity.
You don't need to be a writer, designer, or tech expert to crush it with ebooks. Why is ebooks such a popular thing?
Moves in a minute.
That's what we were doing. That's literally what we were doing, guys. Literally. So then right after that, it says, each jewel will speak only the number and name of the jewel, with the exception of the first jewel. Jewel 1 will speak. Jewels basically are there's 9 jewels that Delta goes by, and their words like compassion, courtesy, whatever, and they're blasphemous based upon the 9 fruits of the Holy Spirit. And every night we have a jewel ceremony. So there's a person who represents each jewel, like each word. So
9 fruits of the Holy Spirit. Y'all see that number 9 again? Okay, your wedding ring is on the 9th finger. We know that a woman is, the baby is in the stomach, in the womb, like 9 months. Just that number 9, it's a consistency. Tall gears about. Yeah, I seen that. I'm finna pull that up about Rihanna, man. I'm gonna pull that up about Rihanna, because that kind of plays into this. Like, y'all ain't see the video on Bobby Hemmitt that I played, and he said anybody that's in the media, they're not finna put you on their media platform that they own unless you went through some type of conditioning. You know, they ain't finna let you just come out from the streets and like one of us and get on that. You'll never see me on CNN talking, you know.
That's what that means. So the first one comes up, which is the jewel compassion. Like I was saying, I am the jewel compassion. It is my responsibility to plan the activities of the first jewel day. My sister jewels plan and conduct their jewel days. And it's just so demonic, right? Let's go down to the keeper of the muses and graces. Now, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Remember, I told you to put a pin in the keeper of the muses and graces, because this thing is so demonic. If you are not aware, it says right here, in Greek mythology, the muses and the graces are groups of female deities associated with creativity and beauty. The muses, numbering 9. Now, who else has 9 jewels? Delta. So the 9 jewels just spoke, and then the keeper of muses and graces go. Clocking it? Let's clock it. It says, the muses and the graces are groups of female deities associated with creativity and beauty. It says the muses, numbering 9, inspired various artists and sciences. The muses, numbering 9, inspired various arts and sciences, while the 3 graces embody charm, beauty, and creativity. They were often depicted together, with the graces serving as attendants to the muses and other gods and goddesses. Explain to me why the names of these leadership positions are leader of the Minerva Circle, right? Jewel Day, okay? Keeper of the muses and graces. This is carefully thought out witchcraft. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Why are the keeper and the muses and graces, which you can literally Google this, who were they? They are known to serve the gods and goddesses. Minerva is a god or goddesses. Therefore, we need the keeper of muses and graces, because this is how you please this god with different songs, chants, hymns, steps, all of these things. So you are the head of the keeper of muses and graces. So let's go back and let's see what they describe the keeper of the muses and graces to be in Delta Sigma Theta. I am the keeper of the muses and graces, recognizing the importance of music, dance, and all arts in our lives. I bring aesthetic spirit to inspire our efforts. Our African ancestors brought dance and music into all their rituals and rites of passage. Because I told you that they mix all forms of New Age spirituality, Greek mythology, as well as African ancestry worship, and they do it in the jewel ceremonies. And now they're doing it now as rites of passage, right? The Greeks summoned.
So they're saying that they've been doing that in Africa. In African studies. Y'all heard that? Like, they're probably were the first people that they put this on. And this is probably the connection to why the Black Caucus and the Divine Nine, they got a connection to Africa for some reason. It's all pagan worship. Yeah, just like a holiday. It's all control based. I'm gonna pull up what Rihanna and how this makes sense with Rihanna. Check it out.
I'm about to throw this phone. Do y'all hear this? The Greeks summoned the muses and the graces to enliven all special occasions. It's in front of your face. Are we kidding? Are we kidding? It's in front of our faces, saints. They are telling you what it is. The Greeks summoned the muses and the graces to enliven all special occasions. I am responsible for integrating music, dance, and all other art forms into the initiation process. So when we try to tell you that they have a hymn, a ritual book, or you going to them probate shows and it's just stepping, oh no, this stuff originated in demonic, either African ancestry worship practices as well as Greek mythology and Greek demonic customs and practices. None of this is Christian. You are literally embodying and calling yourself the keeper of music, great muses and graces, knowing that these were 9 female deities that went and served other gods and goddesses. And and this is okay. You're saying that this is a Christian liberty. Jesus Christ is okay with this. Lord, have mercy.
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work. Want to be a part of it? Listen up.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, and
this is the person who.
So I want to show this. Y'all brought up Rihanna. Just different Masonic works, right? It's different. It's different organizations to control, you know. But check this out. What do y'all think about what happened to Rihanna? I'm gonna bring in some key points. And we're seeing that it's some weird stuff going on, but check out the similarities with this. We're gonna break it down.
At this hour, we're following breaking news where we're hearing reports of Rihanna's home being shot at while she was inside. Sky Fox live over her home in Beverly Hills, and according to TMZ, a woman drove up near the home and shot several times. Police showed up quickly and took her into custody. It's unclear if Rihanna's partner, rapper A$AP Rocky, or their 3 children were home. We do have a crew headed to the scene, and we will update this story on.
So,
took her into custody.
Listen to what they said happened. Check it out.
Near the home and shot several times. Police showed up quickly and took her into custody. It's unclear if Rihanna's partner, rapper A$AP Rocky, or their 3 children were home. We do have a crew headed to the scene, and we will update this story on.
So they a woman, they said, pulled up and just shot, and they had put her in custody. I mean, it's Hollywood. Y'all know these Hollywood games they be playing on. You know, same thing like that happened to Drake. Y'all remember when they pulled up at his gate and somebody just bang, bang, bang and shot? I mean, it could be something like you said, like that tonight. It could be a hater or something, but it's just strange that anything will happen to these Hollywood people like this. But as we know, she signed that contract. A complete atheist in what we were doing. You know, all this waking up can be depressing. Yeah, we got to get to it though about the group economics. Which one of them coming out with the album? Yeah, people do that for the album too. You know, get everybody eyes on you, but she'll come out with an album tomorrow. Good promo for real. Good promo. You know, but let me open up the chat for the crew that we can get in. But we saying that she, you know, Rihanna, artists are compromised, y'all. No matter how much, like Dame Dash said, there's no reason. If you got a product to sell to people, right? If you can sing and you know, people gonna like your music, there's no reason for you to have to go through anybody else at this time, day and age, with all of this technology. It's only for control and power. There's no reason for you to need somebody else to pay you a large sum of money to get a product to people who like it. That's just my opinion. I want to know what y'all think. It's kind of like crazy. You can go viral right on the net, and 1 million people can watch it, and you can just go straight to your people. Why would you need somebody else to give you some money? You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're trying to tell us right now. Like, you know, we really need somebody else. I don't know now. I want to know. It's not about album sales. It's about influence. Yeah. People, we don't. It's heartbreaking and infuriating. It's a process to find your joy and stay strong. Yeah, we got to stay strong. But we definitely got to talk about some moves we got to be making, because it's a good time to be FBA right now. Believe it or not, man, we in a good space right now, because it's just a good time to be standing on FBA business. And we got to think a lot of that. A lot of people who've been taken advantage of big time. What? PR stunt. How what you think? I think it was another PR they trying to pull on us. Could be, fam. I ain't gonna knock you there. I wanna know what y'all think about this, man. And this guy got a Grammy, I think, and he went to jail. Which a lot of people say kind of was a ritual that they put old Killer Mike through. Check this out.
The country's at war right now. You're one of the most like sentient thinkers that we respect. What's your thoughts on this?
I think poor people should stop going to war. I think simply as that we should refuse to. We will never have the weapons it takes to defeat these empires, but we don't have to send poor boys to die in war. That's simple.
And that's who makes up the military. Let's be honest
poor
about it.
Working class kids make up the military. And I honestly think rich people's kids should. We should take the leader of every country that wants to go to.
Wow, so they saying her brand's not do good. I don't see. This is why I say it's a lot. Our women from the grassroots, you have so much of an advantage over somebody like Rihanna, because it's just too big. It's too much big business. It's not direct to consumer from the people. So even with coming out with our stuff, is like we gonna have a culture. They gonna let the higher ups try to spoon feed us stuff, and it's not gonna work. Nobody's gonna feel it. But we got the real influencer. Mama Jones back in Mama Jones. Oh, Mama Lisa Jones. Huh? Mama Lisa Jones.
War and putting their kids in a pit to fight.
Oh my God! You know what? Like it is that I never thought about that part of it. Yeah. That's like my cousins.
Yeah,
you know,
my
service.
One of the first memories I have is my cousin having to go to Beirut. It's my cousin having to go to Lebanon. He was a Marine. Other memories I have is a picture of the Ayatollah Khomeini, 79, 80 as a kid, imposing fear on us. The United States is an empire, and the only way we're going to change that is if the working class refuses to continue to spread it.
do you think that anything like there's people in Iran that are celebrating?
Yes.
You know, I'm sure they're scared. I go to pick up my daughter from daycare. The woman that takes care of my daughter,
yeah,
she expresses that they're grateful.
Yeah.
But you know, it's an interesting thing to kind of observe what's happening, you know, from everyone's perspectives. What do you think about the people in Iran right now that are maybe celebrating?
My grandmother would say, we all for ourselves and God is for us all. I just pray that God's favor is the favor that falls upon the Iranian people. And that's whether you are devout and wear a hijab or you want to get back to what it was pre-79. I think.
I mean, he was talking about the war and getting rich people. They'll never get. The higher ups ain't gonna use their kids. They never gonna use their kids on us. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. But grassroots is where it's at. Yeah, but like she said, her brands have been getting pulled. So is nobody really gonna rock with these celebrities? Not boots on the ground. You know, they're just a celebrity, and after that, nobody really rocks with them. But we're gonna rock with somebody that's like, y'all seen how was here, and he was, you know, he's boots on the ground with the people. You know, you could touch him, you can go pull up at the restaurant, you know, gonna be there. Those are the people that's gonna snap right now, in my opinion. And awakening isn't gumdrops and candy. I support those that can admit it's not as glamorous and as the loony white women swear it is. Okay. Salute. Right on with you. What y'all said. What the heck is Mike talking about? That's what the military is for. You sign a contract knowing this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know when Mike got that they did a ritual with Mike. Y'all remember when he went and got that Grammy and they arrested him on TV in front of everybody? Yeah, that's ritual behavior. You know, they arrested him like at the event. And I think it was for something stupid too. It wasn't even for something, but it was like they marketed that. You know. So think of like y'all ain't see this. A lot of y'all didn't see me go over this. Let me play this little quick so y'all understand where this started. Y'all understand where we at with it. Jesse Jackson had his funeral, and this is when this Bobby Hemmitt piece has been traveling. And a lot of people have been saying that
one of the most successful and the greatest government agents that ever lived in history. Let me break that shit down. You want to hear the truth? Let me break it down. You got to understand the policy. You got to understand what's going on. Nobody knew who Farrakhan was. Jesse Jackson announces that he's running for president in 83. 84, he goes into the primary, and somewhere during that summer, Farrakhan does the gutter religion remark. Thus, they have a reason to air him on public TV because Farrakhan was associated with Jesse Jackson in the Chicago politics. Then we get to know who Farrakhan is, and then there's another thing about it. It costs at that time, back in 1985, a minimum of $25,000 to rent out the Madison Square Garden. And it's no, we'll pay you after it's over. You're not getting paid on the do. You got to rent out in advance, months in advance, maybe years in advance, maybe about a year in advance to get that venue because you got to line it up with basketball shows. You see what I'm saying? And different arenas. Where did he get the money if he's an unknown root struggling? Where did he get the money to start renting out Madison Square Garden? Every place that he went was big venues. He started, how do you get the money? You don't have a hit record out. You don't have no promoters and producers. Now I can't sell them up bean pies because they're about in the newspaper because at this particular time they're obscure. Nobody knows who they are. Even after the gutter religion remark, people didn't know who they were. How do you get money to start renting out the Madison Square Garden and all these other venues? That's a minimum of $25,000 and different things like that.
See, we got to question their money. Because, you know, when you grassroots, you can fund your own projects. You can fund your own things when you got your own ownership. And then you'll be pushing ownership. So if we ain't have people really pushing ownership in business, I look at you funny. If you just trying to have us just out here wilding out and you just talking, but you're not pushing the business that we need, you know. Louis Farrakhan studied Scientology. Scientology was created by white supremacists. Y'all, so this is where this came on. I'm gonna let him finish. It's only a minute and 30.
See what I'm saying? How do you get the money to do that? Now that somebody's financing you. Here come the other part. This is what I realize about other speakers. It's not a part of the government. Anybody that is not owned and operated by the government cannot get commercial air and national airtime. It's virtually impossible. It can't be done. It's controlled, and anybody that you ever see that's on national TV, they are put there, you understand what I'm saying, under the behest of the Illuminati United States government. They are allowed to be on there. I'm telling you what I know. We take things for granted. We just think that, you know, that anybody on TV, you cannot get on national, commercial, and international airtime on the TV, not unless you're sanctioned. So my point here is, they brought him to us. He's an invention of them. He's been a government agent the whole time. See what I'm saying? They say, you know, he's on Meet the Press, 60 Minutes, Primetime Live. He's on every major network, being interviewed by the top people. You understand what I'm saying? It can't happen. They never interviewed Elijah Muhammad, and you never saw Elijah Muhammad on national shit where they got stuff. It never happened. You see what I'm saying? So my point here is,
yeah,
they don't give you a biography. Farrakhan is probably.
All right. So that brother Bobby Hemmitt he's a great, y'all. We got to put him in that. He's a great, man. He out there with Steve Coakley, Stephen Darby. You know, the greats that made it happen. But we got to get to this. So we're going to talk about the land, a little bit of that. You're going to see this group looking up. How they raised $75K.
Welcome to Acres and Move Makers. My name is Ray.
My name is Jay.
And we are
Acre Boys.
Today we want to talk to you about inside of our community, how we were able to raise $75,000 in 4 days.
I think the number one thing to be discussed on this is what you call group economics, right? When you're dealing with group economics, you always got to remember, right? You're stronger as when you have a lot of numbers. That's just what it is. I don't care if you're looking at a gang, if you're looking at a corporation, whatever the case may be, the more people that they have there, the more people they are to get involved and get that deal done, right? So based off of what we've done inside of our community, we are putting together deals that we're going to do with each other, right? Now, we're starting off with about 2 deals. This fund will grow, and it will grow bigger and bigger. The first deal that we are doing, this is something that we've never tried before. We didn't even know what the actual response was going to be from our community, but they...
Shout out to them, but they raised $75K in 4 days. That's what we got to understand, and we can put it in our group economics. We need to put this video for everybody to watch. You watch these brothers? Yeah. I've been peeping them for a while. They doing their thing, but we finna get into this group.
Came in and they came in strong. We raised that money inside of 4 days. So not only can you go ahead and invest in transactions inside of our community? We're also going to go ahead and have that group funding going as well, so we can basically target properties together. And what we'll do is we'll do all the due diligence based off of the land acquisition is concerned, and then we'll bring it to the actual community, and they can decide whether or not they want to go ahead and invest in it as a group.
What I find most interesting about this is that anytime you talk about group economics, especially with people that look like us, my whole group isn't just African Americans though, but especially when it comes to us in the trust factor, right? So I'm super proud of my group for entrusting in the Acre Boys, entrusting in themselves and stepping outside of their shell and deciding to go along with this. This is something that we didn't have to do, and it's something that they didn't have to choose to participate in. So we put it out there. It's called the 5K Club member. And each member was responsible for putting up $5,000. And how it will work is, as we land deals, as people in the community find deals, we'll use that fund and we'll buy those deals, and then we'll divvy up the money equally. So it's like each person that comes into it will be a shareholder, and we'll divvy up the money equally. So super proud of them, as I stated, for stepping outside of their shell and for taking the risk to do this. 2 deals out the gate. First deal that we have is to buy for $17,000. List price is $45,000. Okay. Set to close tomorrow. Let's go. Next deal is 3 lots that we're buying for $15,000. List price on that is $39,000. So, in essence,
y'all see how they saying we'll start small. I may have to make this one members only. This part is because we talking about this part on here. You know, we may gotta remember this one up, but we was talking about this on the live. I mean, yeah, our last live as members only. Do y'all see how the numbers, and you can start small? Everybody thinking we need these millions and millions of dollars. No, let's start small and lock in on a lot. We got people that's everywhere. We got people that's in Cali, Jersey, Florida, Georgia, Carolina, Texas. We got all of these, Milwaukee. Okay, so now what we can do is we got leverage, right? At looking at deals and knowing what good deals is out there, and then having small profit ready. It's definitely doable, family, and we could do it even better because we're already in certain areas. We can know, like, okay, what area is good right now, y'all? You know what I'm saying? What area is good? Boom, 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 boom. So it's like, it's definitely doable. And I think exactly what they saying, it made me learn on what we gonna do. Don't act up. Yeah, I ain't trying to act up. Big mama. You know how I get though, man. Sometimes, you know, I just go to rapping, but we can come together and do this. And that's what we got in our Discord. We got Freedman Economics, where we understand this, and like he's saying, the numbers that they saying is small enough numbers that we can fund a deal with 5 to 10 people, even less than that. Check it out.
What's happening is, if you're part of our community that we have, it's a buy for $17,000. List price is $45,000. Okay. Set to close.
Right there, just that simple. It's stuff we can buy and sell just like that. I was going to say an area that I feel is great, but I ain't gonna say it. We're gonna leave that for the Discord. But
tomorrow,
let's go.
Next deal is 3 lots that we're buying for $15,000. List price on that is $39,000. So, in essence, what's happening is, if you're a part of our community and you haven't found a deal on your own, the Acre Boys is feeding all their deals to the community fund. Now you're going to be making money. It won't be life-changing money, but it's going to be more money than you could make with your $5,000 sitting in the bank. So hypothetically, let's say once these deals close and everybody gets broke off their portion of the deal, everybody will probably make, each individual will probably make $1,500 a piece off of that one deal. Then off the next deal, they'll probably make another $1,200 to $1,500. So off of 2 deals, you'll be making $3,000 on top of your $5,000 in less than 2 months. In the bank, you're not getting that in 5 years. You're not getting that interest on that on your money. So I'm super excited. The other thing with the fund that we're doing is everybody is taking their profits and putting it right back into the fund, so the fund can grow. The plan is to build this fund from 75,000. By the end of this year, we want to be at a little over a $250,000, or close to half. And that's fantastic. So super proud of my group. Shout out to them. Super proud of them for doing this. This is gonna blow, and I'm excited to be at the helm of it.
Sure, and this is just a way that you're just doing things together, right? You know, all of these deals will be brought to the table, and just as a cohesive group, just going ahead and taking advantage of this opportunity that we call hidden in plain sight. It's always been there now inside of our community, which is something we never even thought that we would do. You better be careful of what you ask for, because sometimes your plans have plans for you. You know what I mean? We didn't know.
I'm listening to them be one, and I want to have our own thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just listening to what they saying, but yeah, I kind of want to do our own thing. I don't, they telling us on the net, I don't know them brothers. I see them marketing, but like you said, I trust us. You know what I'm saying? I trust what we'll do, but I know that is it could be done, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not, but I do feel like they pushing the right message, but not for us. My goal ain't to tap into what they doing. It's more to listen to what they doing and see if we could put something together on our own. Like we just did on that video I showed y'all. Sometimes just doing it is the best way to learn, but I feel like we don't have to trust nobody. We can come together and do something.
That we were going to be doing any of these things, but as we move forward and find ways to add value to people inside of our community, that's where we're going to get the most bang for our buck, because we can show you what this has done for us all day, but until we involve other people inside of our ecosystem and show them what it can do for them, that's what's going to be the true game-changing information.
So as usual, anybody interested in joining this fund, you have to be a member of our program to be in this 5K club. We'll love to have you. All deals that, if we have the money to take down the deal, if the fund is there and it could take down the deal, we will. We'll push all of our deals through the fund, and so will any deal that come through our community if the fund has the money.
So yeah, we ain't it's just an idea. You feel me? Shout out to Black Man. It's just an idea to be one, but I feel you don't be one. For real. Yeah. I don't never wanna I can't put the people that rock with me, y'all, I can't put us with nobody else, family, because it's just not, you know what I mean? I can't do that. I can listen to what they doing, though. I appreciate that, though, be one, because I'm learning from people right now and trying to set it up, because it's something that we could probably do better. I think that we can come up with something that's a lot more. And I appreciate everybody, bro, who trust in the process of what we doing on the channel, man. Y'all kind of keep me balanced. Like, yeah, bro, we don't want to be in the trustworthy of nobody else. Even though they probably look, they could. I'm not saying that them boys ain't trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? I just understand the game. Welcome aboard, brother. Black Magic gonna be trolling. Dang, it smell like they making some cinnamon biscuits in there or something. Man. What's going on? You put just message. Exactly. So I hope y'all understand that, bro. We get knowledge, and then we're trying to, put it together. Yeah, we can move mountains, man. Yeah, man, we just got to try some things, and that's why the people trust me. So I know that we gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to try to jump into somebody that you ain't been tapped in with for a while. I understand that completely, fam. I retrieved the Discord link shared, but it expired. No success joining. The Discord account hope to join tonight. One more boomer. Okay, I'm gonna put that in, man. Mama Lisa had some Mama Lisa, I knew I smelled something, man. They got some cinnamon What this is? I'm saying the South because Cali is done. New York is done. Yeah. We got to be in the South, y'all. Like I was seeing some lots here. It's some acres that's going for like 20,000 in Florida, and it's in a hot spot where a lot of people around the country is moving to. So I want us to get a good database of what's going on, what's selling, how much are things selling for in your area, and we report that into the Discord. I'm going to put the Discord in the link. And what are things going for? That's just simple. That's a simple thing that we can do in our area, and we can all link up on. What are things costing and what are things selling for? Once we understand that knowledge right there, that's simple. Now we can say, okay, let's look at where we at, y'all. Let's try to make some move. But that's our first point. Let's look at for what things is selling for, what things is you can buy it for, you can purchase it for, and what things are selling for. And then we're gonna be able to put something together. Let me put this let me put this in the chat, man. I know I smell some cinnamon biscuits or something. Yeah, the South is where it's at, y'all. Man, y'all, I got a little spot. I don't even want to get a spot away online because I'm gonna have to make this video members only. I want to give too much away, but it's areas that we know that's hot. Texas, y'all in Texas, Florida, the South is popping right now. We need to tap in. We definitely need to tap in. I put the Discord in the chat. And make sure the land can perk and not wasteland. Oh yeah, big facts. But also, we was talking about a new design that we can do, or cheaper design for that's really big too. So Cali ain't done. There's some fertile land out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think. Look, it'll be somebody that got to move to Cali for some reason. People want to live in Cali. People want to live everywhere, but okay. People want to live everywhere, but we got to figure out them hot beds, them hot spots. Yeah, let me stop, man. I'm giving too much free. This video is going to members only, man. After this, y'all, I can't. Texas for sure. Texas for sure. But that's gonna be our goal, y'all. I want y'all to get comfortable with putting in the Freedman economics. Let's start communicating in money language. Let's start communicating on what things are going for, what things are. I'm gonna start putting some stuff in there. Let's start talking, you know what I'm saying? Let's start communicating on the money. You know? Cause shoot, we can right. Y'all, the mods already, they putting the muzzle on my mouth. I get to going too much, man. We gotta muzzle it up. I'm talking about all the crazy laws that's been passed in Cali. Oh yeah. Shout out to First Class. Yeah, we're gonna stop it here, man. But this is a good way to. But we're gonna change the subject. We're gonna change it. We're gonna switch it up. But we're gonna change that for y'all know tomorrow it's at 10 p.m. When we talk about, we're gonna go for about an hour, let everybody get a piece, and we're gonna speak on this freedom economics. Yeah, we're gonna go there, so we're gonna keep that for this. But y'all, the future looking bright for us right now, man. I'm telling y'all, it's looking real good, man. I appreciate everybody becoming a member too. We got a lot of members in the chat, everybody joining in. We had some new people. Somebody just jumped into the group. That's what's up. Hopefully y'all get in there. We got a very important meeting tomorrow. Okay. SBA is in there. Okay. He finally got in there. That's what's up, family. But so let me get back to my let's switch up this subject, man. FBA fam. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna switch it back. The old girl who Donji to put in there. It was good to tap in for a little bit with y'all, but we're gonna do more on the Discord. Matter of fact, after this live, I'm gonna talk a little bit more on this as well. But yeah, let's get back to salute, fam. We appreciate you joining. StreamYard. Yeah, let me put StreamYard up. Hey, but we talking about I'm finna put it back on this ritual stuff. Yeah, y'all don't slip up. We about to get a whole game plan away to the world. Y'all gonna get me beat up in the salute, fam. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna chop it up on some group economics, man. I'm gonna let a little bit of Claude. Every time I think of Dr. Claude Anderson, I think of that movie Life. Remember Claude on there on Life? I may have to put a skit on that up. But man, I appreciate everybody who donated, man. That's real love. Yeah, man, the more I get, want to bring our people together and start making moves. But right now, we at an all-time high, man. Our support for each other is crazy. It's crazy. But I had Steve Coakley, man. That's who I had, family. No, I got y'all. No, that's my boy. That's my boy. StreamYard. Y'all check this out. The greats. We gotta let the greats talk. Let's do it.
And you had people on the city council other than the four who I love, like Joanne and Kenyatta and a few other roles that tried to support it. They said, well, Dr. Anderson, if you do something only for black folk, that's racist. Now we admit in Detroit, we got a Chinatown, a Frenchtown, a Germantown, Poletown, Hockeytown, Corktown. But if you build something for black town, that's racist. Right. and you had black civil rights leaders. That sure is right. I mean, it is sad. And so you got to learn to play the game, get your money resources, and build your own business and buy from your own people, and even and support your own people. And do not elect any politician who will not support you.
Can y'all tell me what we have now politician ever talk like this? We not have one politician, anybody that's rooting, like coming from the community, just to say, man, start your own business, own your own business, and support your own people. We never had why is it so hard for people to say that and understand that that's the route we need to go? Why aren't politicians saying it? And they black?
Primary purpose. The primary purpose. I know y'all applaud. Don't applaud. I ain't got that much time. I'm about 2 minutes. But see, the primary, and you build those businesses, build them based on your competitive advantage, your cultural advantages. You dominate in politics and economics wherever you dominate in population. You were 92% of the population. You should have been having 92% of the business in this city.
Right.
When I looked around the city, I guess what I found out, what? Arabs have 90% of the business in the city.
Arabs got 90% of the business in the facility. Operation Blackout, shortstop. This can't keep going on. So lemonade, iced tea. Hold on, let me let this play. My bad, y'all.
They all in grocery stores, soda stores, party stores, liquor stores, discount stores. You own nothing. And the Indians own all the Dunkin' Donuts.
They owning the Dunkin' Don't eat right, bruh. This is crazy. This is what I'm saying, y'all. There's no reason, bro, that we got to be looking at in a third eye and saying, who owns this place where I'm spending all my money at? We got some great ideas we already put together on the Discord, man. You know, shout out to everybody who support the channel. Y'all supporting the channel. It supports us having these meetings and pushing us forward and having these talks and standing on whatever consequence come behind it. But also, yeah, change starts within. But we can't keep supporting the demise of our people by supporting these businesses that's in our communities, fam. You know. So the change got to start with us, with how we spend our money. Claude Anderson just said, you got to support your business. We got to put businesses in areas, bro, and support them. Let me let them go. We got to support them, bro. It's like, because trust me, ain't no Chinese people, ain't no Indian people, ain't no immigrants coming to a black organization, bro. Bring yourself. Good night, Tally. What time zone? What time zone is the Discord? What's the link? It's 10 p.m. Eastern time. Sonya put, let's go. Yo, family, y'all hit that like button. Salute, Sonya. I appreciate it. Salute to you. Let's let them go.
That's the 7-Elevens. In Korea's owning the hair shops, nail shops, wig shops. You own nothing. And learn how to become producers rather than consumers. And you need everything that everybody else needs. Start producing and selling it to your own people. Spend your money with your own people. Don't worry about whether or not you love so and so. I don't like him because I don't like his mama. Anything. Just stay together.
Stop.
Now, in conclusion, because they want me to sit down and shut up, I got to run now. This is the last thing.
Yeah, you can
okay, I got to look at now. Here's the key. Here's the key. I'm going to talk to y'all for another 20 minutes. Here's the key. If you want to survive and practice group economics, cooperative economics, collective economics, you got to remember this. Your key is your exceptionality.
All right.
And you know what's so important to me for y'all? Because y'all trust me, bro. Y'all see how I'm trying to bring people together. So it means so much to me for this to be a success with what we're doing, you know? Because I understand everybody that come in this channel and they members, they understand they want to see that action. So it's like, it's like a must. We got to get this right. We ain't waiting on them. We have to show them for real. We ain't waiting. Yeah, but we got to get the group of people, like he said, that's with it. We got a good group of people, man. I got to tell y'all the truth. It's people here, it's solid. The people ain't the problem. Like, we got enough good people that we got to set the trend. Because our people going to follow anyway. They just got to be able to see it. Once they can see it and we doing it,
And I've been trying to tell black folks this for 40 years, all my years in government. When I was over the state education system for 47 years, when I was with presidents and governors and preaching around, I said, you got to understand your exceptionality. Not the way you hear it about today. I got a lot of blacks I know right now, friends in Hollywood and movie stars. They think exceptionality for black folk mean, well, we got a genius and a talent for dancing. We can out-dance anybody. We can out-sing anybody.
I don't care about that singing, dancing, and movie stuff no more. I care about concrete economic power. Economies. Just like I said, I don't listen. I don't care. Like, I don't got no racist bone in my body, but I want us to be able to spend with our people, with everything that we do. Food, water, energy, everything, medicine, everything needs to be co-signed by us. It got to be stamped by us that it's certified. If it's not, I remember hearing how they used to have to, they call it being kosher. It has to be stamped. Our stuff gotta be, it gotta, you know, we gotta put our print on it. That is okay, it's good for the community. That goes to what we eat, you know, what we drink, all of that. Give it all you got. Keep rising to the top. Yeah, for real. One thing about Black Magic, I feel you on that. Because of our difference in opinion. That's why I rock with you, Walter God. For real, fam. Yeah, like that's where we gotta come to too, though. We gotta understand that it's okay to disagree with somebody, but we still gotta get to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that, fam. I mean, Master might beat you a little, but free meals and a place to stay can't beat that. Plus, it builds character. Yeah. Man, ain't nothing on this planet greater than the white man. Master used to give us free room and board. We didn't have to worry about anything. Wish we could go back to them times. And you throwing me off, guess who? You throwing me off. You saying, man, ain't nothing on this planet greater than the white man. That's false, fam. What you on, fam? Guess who, man? Let me let Claude Anderson. I don't know what he talking about.
We can outrun anybody with a damn ball. That's exceptionality, but that's not exceptionality I'm talking about. My exceptionality for blacks is this: you are exceptional people. You are special people. When you hear people like Obama talking about this is an exceptional nation because we're a land of democracy, because we have open elections, because we have
y'all know they're gonna come at us. They're gonna come at the channel, man. They've been like my last live, they made it to where it was yellow sign. They couldn't push it, it was limited. Any videos we go to talk about money, it's like they make it to where, you know, it's something wrong with it. Like it can't market to everybody. It's crazy how this stuff going on, but it makes me know that we're on the right path.
Immigration policy, that's all BS. You say, well, and he's demanding special recognition for America and exception for America and glorification of America. Well, if that's the case, black folk are exceptional. I want you to say we're exceptional people. Every time you talk, say we are exceptional people now. We are special people, and therefore we demand. Don't ask for anything else. Don't beg anymore. You demand for everything from now on this point on. You demand that we expect recognition, appreciation, and reparations, and for our people. You demand it. Don't beg. No more of this march to the street talking about Black Lives Matter. Nobody give a damn about you, man. You go get the money. And don't let anybody give you anything that's ceremonious, that is symbolic. If you can't count it, feel it, touch it, take it to the bank, tell them you don't want it. And there's exceptional people. Here's why you're exceptional people. You are the only people. This is the closing. You're the only people in this country and in the world has been treated and maltreated in a certain way. Nobody in this country has been treated like you. You're the only people who are brought here involuntarily. You're the only.
No, we don't feel like there's some people that we feel like we've been here later. But yeah, family. I like what little bit Mama Jones said about our news. We need that news on point. Yeah, we need our own media outlet. That's something that we're gonna bring up. I like it to be digital. Cause that's what I see now, a lot of digital. Mount up. I remember that I remember that song Regulator. I was just listening to that not too long ago. That was my dad. That was one of my dad's favorite songs. But yeah, fam. This is what it is right now. Operation Blackout Shortstop, man.
Only people that came in this country as the oldest people on the earth. You're the only people that were denied the right to participate in government. You're the only people that were denied the rights and fruits of your labor. You're the only people that denied the religion. You're the only people that denied the education. You're the only people that denied the right to vote. You're the only people that denied to have a family and unity. You're the only people that denied to have a right to own religion and culture. And same token that since 99% of all black people in America were here and the direct descendants of slaves, you're the oldest people in America. Nobody else can outclaim you as being the oldest people in America. And more importantly, you are the most patriotic people in America.
Yeah, you can't find a black corner store, and that's why we bringing back the storehouses, man. We bringing back manufacturing, man. We got to manufacture our own products that we eating. We getting into that, fam. We getting back to the basics. We getting back to the basics, bro. Nobody should want to feel like they have the opportunity to sell to our people. When you think about it, do you ever think about, dang, I can sell products to Chinese people. I can sell products to Indian people. Do you ever like, dang, I can go to Chinatown and sell some soul food to them, and they're gonna be buying it all day. Or I can go to, I can go to the Little Hats community and sell some, you know what I'm saying? I could sell something over there and they're gonna buy it. You can't go to nobody community and sell them nothing, bro. And just sell to their community and everybody just gonna be shopping with you. That's unheard of. The fact you are a YouTube hog. Okay, better. Get him out of here, man. I need to have my gun. I got that. I'm gonna start hooking it up. Get him up out of here. Neighbor grocery store. Neighbor grocery in Detroit is owned by us. Okay. We got to make sure we grow that business in other areas. We got to make sure we franchise it and do all of that. But salute to you. Salute to you for that. Yes, my main market is rich white folks. Right, you can, but I'm saying, like, you know how easy it is, bro. They just get in grocery stores, and I know they're getting funded by the government, but my point is we got to start with us first. I do home theater, so I thought of making the high-end decor. We just got to think bigger in our industry. Yeah, you're right. Because believe it or not, my customers are, majority of my customers are white. But I want to change that. That's just because a lot of our people are in position to get water treatment systems. Y'all know how that go, but I understand that. But I do have us as customers, and they appreciate, they appreciate it. For real, family, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be able to have that stuff, all the stuff you like, we gotta be able to have it, man. For real, for real. But yeah, as long as we first practicing that group economics, everybody gonna have a place. Like I said, we're gonna have a place for everybody. Some people are gonna be with building the businesses, and some is gonna be just voicing out how to move. We need some people voicing out how to move. I refuse to give some of my wealth instruments to Asians and many others. 100%. We need to drive financial economics for our community. Yeah, for real. Oily Joe is an oil change place. Yeah, we got a business directory we working on for everybody. So, but they got to be certified. We got to know that. A lot of people be trying to. You see how they tried to do with tendonism. Tendonism, my bad. I'm using the word I be saying, tendonism. But shout out to Tia, man. Willie Joes is in. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, Black Magic a fool, man. Yeah, come on up, man. I mean, you gonna have like 15 minutes, man. Y'all want to talk, y'all talk. Give you not even 15 we got on, man. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. I'm gonna let other people. You got a 5 minute. You got 5 minutes to dialogue, talk. We got to switch to the next person. 5 minutes is kind of long, fam. I may have to give you like 3 minutes. 3 minutes, man. Go ahead and call in. Come on, We're gonna talk about this Operation Blackout Shortstop. I refuse to give some of my Operation Blackout. What's good, man? You may have to hold on. Let me put you on the screen so everybody can see you. I like
hey, what's up, player?
What's good,
What's up, player?
Ain't nothing much, staying above water.
Oh, I've been going through some stuff myself. I watch your show every night.
That's what's
I
up.
watch your show every night.
Okay, you hear the echo?
Okay.
We there? All right.
I just want to say that I love your show. I just want to say I love your show, and I feel like it's all good. I don't want to disturb your show, but I love your show.
Okay, you bet. Yeah. What's the difference? I know you say you be on Black Alpha, man, but I just hearing it from y'all, but what do we be putting on the show that you feel like is, that that got your attention?
I just want to say that I'm getting a feedback from my computer. I turned everything off and I'm getting a feedback from my computer.
Yeah, man, we trying to make some big moves. So all kind of stuff. You see, they throwing people in the chat. I'm in the corner trying to block all these punches and still keep fighting, man. But you good now? Can we I can hear you good.
I'm getting feedback, but I just want to say that no, I like Black Alpha. I like Black Alpha, and I like you too. I be watching y'all at the same time. Like I watch you on my computer, and then I watch Black Alpha on my TV. So I be watching y'all at the same time.
Salute, man. That's an honor, man. To be in the class with Black, man, that's love, man. I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Salute to him, man. I be watching him too, for real. All those guys. But what you think, man? What you think? Like what brought your attention and what we be covering over here though? That's be, because I don't know. I just be moving, huh?
Water, you good. Keep doing what you're doing. You ain't gonna lose. You're gonna be right up there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When I die, you're gonna be like the next generation.
I don't wanna, man. We gonna stay positive. We ain't speaking that on you. We rebuking that. You know what I'm saying? You finna be around for a long time, huh? But
I don't know why
yeah, we finna be yeah, you echo. I don't know what's wrong, man. Maybe you
huh? You make me feel happy because when I die, I feel happy. I still feel the echo, but you make me feel happy.
Feel the echo. Damn, I make you feel happy, man.
Feel happy.
That's what's up, man.
I know brothers like you on business. You make me feel happy, man. You make me feel good.
That's what's up. Bro, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it, man. That's what's up. I appreciate that, man. Everybody in the chat, Negro BY Blood. But yeah, man, we finna get somebody up calling up there, though, Unc, man. We appreciate you calling in, Unc. We gonna be on, we gonna be on Tuesday. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
It's on my end.
It's on your end. Okay, it's all good, man. Yeah, it's all good. But man, we appreciate you. You gonna stay living. No, you ain't mess up the show, but we don't want to, you gonna be living for a long time. We gonna put that in, the atmosphere, man. We ain't doing all of that. We ain't doing all of that short change of your life, man. But we love you, we need you to stay. Yeah, listen. We need you to stay healthed up, man. And any way you support the channel, I love your support, man. You making me push and go forward and make us come together. For real, bro. And listen, we don't take that for granted, man. We love that and we appreciate
I'm not greedy,
man. Yeah.
I'm not out the money. I'm out the respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
Salute, Unc. We're gonna talk to you soon, man. Yeah, stay healthy out there, man. We love you. Salute. Oh man, let me put this on. Salute, family. Levon put your show is intimate and interactive. Appreciate that. That's what initially drew me to the show. That's what's up, man. There's a lot of new people that I feel like a lot of people are missing some of the stuff that I did before, and they don't, they kind of know me from recent stuff, but that's cool that it gets the same energy, man. I try to get that same thing so people get the same what I'm kicking out from what I was doing 7-8 months ago. But salute. he makes me think of legacy, empowerment, resources, prosperity for our family. For real, man. Unc is really talking about he want to see the ball move. That's so with Mama Lisa, man. We got a lot of our elders that they're ready for us to hit the, you know what I'm saying? They're ready for us to move. They're ready for us to have that, that excellence, like how we had at Black Wall Street. So it's like, it's important to me, man, hearing him, because he just making me feel like how I feel about my dad. I just wish we could have had that, that FBA hospital for him. And I know it's a lot of our people that's going into these hospitals and they losing their lives. We got a higher, death toll going into these hospitals. So it just made me understand that we got to come together and make sure we have all our things, because it's that important, man. These are the people we love. These are our family. So this is very important. These moves we making and coming together. I mean, you can get on here and talk. We can get on here and talk, but behind the scenes, man, we got to be making it move. Black owned hair and beauty products. Mike Brown, salute, family. It might be Mike Brown from the. I got a homeboy. I got a homeboy named Mike Brown. Black owned hair and beauty supply in Brooklyn, New York, Saratoga, between Macon and McW Street. Owner named Larry. Tell him Mr. Brown sent you. Asians shouldn't have a monopoly on our hair. I'm with you with that, Mike Brown. Shouldn't have on our hair and all, and all of that. And we should not be purchasing from them, bro. We should be making sure we have our own hair products. There should be no Asian person saying it is so lucrative to go sell to Black people and sell them their hair product. That's just crazy to me, family. Yeah. Yeah. For real. Salute. Negro NY blood. Salute, man. In the building. But yeah, family. Yeah, they can't have a monopoly on our hair, but that's what we pushing, man. And a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are waking up, but it's time for us to start cornering our market. That's what we talking about. We talking about like getting the dollars that we're already spending with other people, and we capitalize that with us so we can have jobs. Ice man, what's good, family? I appreciate you, man. Ice in that. I'm so proud of you being in that. You being in the Discord, family. I'm gonna be messaging y'all separate too, bro, because I'll be wanting to get to know everybody that's in the Discord, man. Seeing like what your mind at. I'm gonna probably start doing little calls with y'all just to, because I know y'all be wanting to tap in with me. A lot of guys be wanting to give me some information, so I'm gonna definitely be hitting y'all up, bro. Y'all have some good ideas, man, and I want everybody to be heard. I want everybody to be heard, and I want everybody to, really listen to everybody so we can kind of put heads together, man. Because I feel like if you join on this, if you clicked in with me, man, you own something. You own something, in my opinion. You ain't just trying to not do nothing. You really trying to push. You really trying to push for something great for us, man. So I appreciate that, man. But yeah, y'all, we definitely got the big meeting tomorrow at 10. I got something big for Tuesday when we go live. So after that meeting, I might have a good live on Tuesday after that. But yeah, man, I got the Operation Shortstop. I mean, I got the Stay Loyal to the Soil shirts, man. I ordered me some. I'm gonna have some rocket, man, and I'm gonna try to give some of them away. We're gonna do some do some things to see who can win some shirts and stuff like that. But hopefully we all on code. We tapped in for real. You know, there's a demonic staff over cultures that victimize us most every day in medical facilities. Sad but true. Yeah, man. Like I say, y'all, they stealing a lot of our skin. You know what I'm saying? Someone recording you. Maybe, man. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I do see a lot of brothers do be screen recording me and putting it on their channels. That's FBA. That's cool. I don't mind that. But there's brothers that do that. You know, they record and, you know, they spread it out. I can't knock that, you know, spreading out the information. They spreading my, you know, the message that I'm giving out. So it's about 10 guys that be pushing the channel. I appreciate them. It's like Volo. Shout out to Volo Television, man. Doing that. A lot of us be putting it out. So I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Bringing out, you know, just bringing people more aware of what I got going on over here. And we pushing a lot of policies and a lot of operations, agendas, and movements. So yeah, family, man. This is what we tapped in with. Just did a little tap in with y'all, man. We gonna I'm gonna have something good for us tomorrow because I was gonna go live yesterday. I wasn't, but I'm gonna have something for us tomorrow. Probably do a segment for us and for members. Drop some videos, but I'm gonna be in the Discord heavy, man. Probably today, tomorrow. I'm gonna be in the Discord heavy, man. I got to do a little trip in the morning in Central Florida. Got to do a little trip. So in the morning, we made the agent successful so easily, right? So that's another thing we're gonna put in the group economics. I want somebody to put into the Freedman Economics chat, man. How are we gonna eliminate, you know, the health and beauty products? That's an industry we got to tap in with our sisters. We got to make sure, you know, and this is where we could probably get a lot of kids making income and selling beauty products. But yeah, we got to get into that, man. We got to be selling our stuff to people. Well, yeah, fam, y'all know how we do, man. I appreciate everybody who tapped in, man. SBiz, man, I appreciate you. Volo, oh, love, bro. You know I text and share. Yeah, bro, I appreciate that, bro. You be one of the solid ones that be doing that, putting out that information, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for supporting and putting the word out. But I'm gonna be putting some stuff in the group economics, man. Some money stuff that we can go over. Black magic. I want all us to put some information. Like I told y'all earlier, I'm finna make this video members only because anytime I talk about, you know, our movements, it's gonna be over with. It was a good video. We talked about some good stuff, but it was kind of intimate at the end. So, you know, that's for more intimate settings, but it's all good. And I'm also gonna be looking for we're trying to put out some more content. So I'm trying to make some space to where we can deliver some more content for the people, man. You know, that got our FBA visions and policies in mind, and we still covering the same topics. I want us to have like a dominant FBA voice, and we still covering everything, but they hearing our narrative, our agendas, and our way of thinking, and not just the right and the left and the Democrats. It's like we need them to hear what real FBA is, how we feel about situations. So I want to push that heavy. So yeah, y'all, man, I love y'all, man. We're gonna tap in Tuesday and tomorrow. We're gonna see what tomorrow brings, but we definitely gonna tap in and be coming out for more content. But we're gonna be in the Discord, man, and we're gonna put some information in Discord. Remember what I said, man. We want to know, like, you know, what things is selling for, what things is buying for. That's a good way to get things moving. But yeah, it's a great time to be alive, great time to stick together. And y'all make sure we keep pushing this unity. Extra lovely. You know we love and appreciate y'all. I hope you're feeling better too. It's time for us to push this unity. And listen, we doing it on this channel, so it ain't even about me pushing it. We want to make examples so people can see what we doing, and we can ask them, why you ain't doing what we doing? You know, look, we got it right now. So, man, I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Yes, man, be safe and safe travels to all y'all, man. We definitely gonna catch up tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna catch up on the Discord. So hey, we one step closer, y'all. Every live we do, man, we're a step closer to fulfilling our excellence. So I love y'all, appreciate y'all, family. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video, man. Make sure y'all like the video and smash that like button on your way out. Push us on the algorithm. Well, probably don't even need this one on the algorithm, probably numbers only, but I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, for real. B1 reparation.